Today I'm going to make a journal for therapy. It's going to have whatever I have on my desk. I have this fabric that's all wrinkled up. It's a shirt that I got at a thrift store. And at first I thought I would just use it as it is. And then it really got to me. I had to take it down and iron it. And I'm going to try to just use this glue from Job Lot. Do you have a Job Lot near you? I don't know, they seem to be popping up everywhere. Well, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to try to stay away from the Fabri-Tac because it always peels the skin off my fingers because I forget to wear my gloves. So let's see what we're going to do today. I'm trying to do something different instead of the traditional get the pages ready. So I got out my sprays and I did this. And I wasn't sure if I really liked where it was going, but I went with it. So while that's drying, I'm going to get my cover front and back all done. I took that cloth, that I think it was a dish towel, and I put it on the outside, and then I put this on the inside, and I made a pocket. So now I'm going to go into this basket that I have over to the side. I have papers in there that I think I might use in this journal, and it's a big pile of things that I never seem to put away because I always think I'm going to use them every time. So I'm going to use them this time. But not all of them because there's way too many, and I just feel like putting them back. When I go to put them back, I think, oh, I'll use that like this. I use this, and that's how it keeps going. But I figure it out, and now I'm going to go on to making the finishing up with the signatures. I got my papers already, and I'm just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and use my clips that I almost forgot to put in when I started doing this, but they're so helpful. So get my pamphlet stitch done, and then I will be able to start working on the pages. So I like that clip because Suzanne L. gave that to me. And you can see right here, this is the end results. Well, that's what my husband gave me. But this is the end results of that spray painting thing that I did. The numbers are significant to me. 1, 2, 3. So 1, about 2.25 should be plenty. There, now that's done. So once I get the base of the signatures all placed, then I can continue to go forward with decorating the pages, which sometimes, each step is fun. So I can't say the fun is beginning because I think it's fun all the way. There's my pocket, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this pile here. I put these aside, and sometimes I use them, and sometimes they go back into that basket. Now I'm just taking the pile that I set aside for potential ephemera and, embellishments, decorations for all the pages, and I'm looking at them, and sometimes I can just feel right where I want to put them, and then other times I just have to look at them a lot and decide as I go along and do, 2 pages at a time and try to make sense and coordinate and not, you know, just go too crazy thinking about everything matching because I want it to be perfect. And, you know, not that I ever make anything perfect. That's the reason why I like doing this. But sometimes you can get all caught up in matching things, and this doesn't match. This color doesn't really go with this one, because I've seen other people's journals and they just seem like they're really always perfect and put together perfectly, and I just can never manage to do that. But I always try to. I have to say, I always try to. This is your Creative Studio box. Now, I think Suzanne T gave this to me. It was about, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, and it's got a lot of wildlife, deer and plants and things like that in it, so I never really knew what to do with it, but I found some of these pieces really work well in this journal, so I was glad that I opened that up and that it kind of fell on my desk from the shelf. Now I'm just going to make some, I guess, compositions out of a couple of pages here. So I'm going to just let the music play and do this. I picked this from that magazine as part of my cover, my label, because I just looked at it and it spoke to me, 2 friends just hanging out, and maybe this journal could be a memory book, as all journals are usually. But just they're having fun, looking, talking to each other in their old 1960s outfits. So it, it can be anything for your cover. And I also found from my pile where before it didn't work, I keep trying to make that work, that label, because I like the graphics. I like it and I want to use it, but it just didn't feel right. So I just like to set it aside and then just keep thumbing through all of my supplies, and maybe I'll get back to it. We'll see. It's fun though, using your supplies, and I picked one out of this bird book, and I just think it's the sweetest thing. You have to wait until the end when I do a little flip through of the pages that I did to see where I put the bird, because I wanted to make this video shorter than it is, so I cut out a lot of things. I used a lot of digitals that I had already made printed off, and they're just sitting in files or in that crazy big basket. So I got a chance to use some of those, and I was happy with that. So I guess having a junk basket is kind of like having a junk drawer, only it's on my desk where all my nice junk is. And I love rub-ons. I don't know if I said that already, but the magic of rub-ons. You just take this sheet and you just rub it on there, and oh, it's just so cool. I ordered some more from eBay. I love them. Off camera again. I don't know what happened. I just got my paintbrush out and did some gesso and a little bit of acrylic paint to this, and just smushed it all around and tried to blend it in to make it look good, and you'll see at the end what it looks like. So I apparently didn't do such a good job filming this. I was not in frame at all, so I will keep what I can to show you what I had in mind here. So apologize for not being in frame. This roll of, I think this is a Tim Holtz. I wanted to use the Ferris wheel because it has a significant meaning. I wrote a book, Truth Be Told, A Mother's Raw Grief, and I have the Ferris wheel on the cover, and there's a reason for that. And I really wanted to find a place for this, and I ended up liking, also there was a little family standing together, and I ended up getting those and peeling those off of this roll. Put the roll back in its container, put it away so that I can try to keep some kind of order in my room. And this envelope is backwards. I glued it on here to this writing board. I glued the envelope on backwards. It's an old envelope and I didn't want to throw it away. I had used pieces of it, and because it was vintage, I wanted to use it as a floating pocket. I ended up using the Mod Podge and putting that picture there on the corner of that envelope. And I was not in frame most of the time, so at the end of the video I'll show you all the pages that I did complete. But I get the Mod Podge out and had fun with that. Didn't even think I was going to be using Mod Podge, but I love using Mod Podge. There's just something about it. It's like those those rub-on things too. And the other thing that I really like doing is using my it's really late now, it's 12 o'clock, so I'm getting tired. Midnight. I really like using my heat tool when I dry things with it. It's just my favorite thing. So I'll show you at the end what this ends up looking like. I had completed quite a few pages. I am not done with the journal. I didn't want to have this be a project where I had to hurry up and finish this. I really wanted to have fun and have it be a therapy session for me, and it really was. So I'll give you a little flip through of what I did to have fun. It's not complete, as I said before. This, I just decided to put those little papers that were in that Your Creative Studio box. That's what the name of it is. I found a nice place to put my Ferris wheel. I like this because my grandfather had a dairy farm, and I think he had a brother named Charles, even though I don't think he was in the dairy farm, but I like it anyways. So these are nice writing areas, and there's a cute little bird under there just for a surprise. I like this collage. I'm still feeling like this is a little plain. I'm not sure what to do with it, but I'm sure I'll think of something. This is that floating pocket that I couldn't seem to manage to stay on camera for. Now I found something interesting. It's this book cover. This book cover really inspired me to do this blue and tan journal. So this is how I put it in, with some washi tape. Here's some of that painted stuff that I didn't know what to do with. This is a little way to complete that other paint that I didn't know what to do with. I had fun doing it, but it kind of looked like a little, like my granddaughter did it. So I tried to jazz it up, and that's how I did it. And we have a nice little tag just to make things look prettier. Now this, I wanted to use this lace for some reason, and I wanted to use this. Now this, I was thinking of Junk Journal January, and this is my one page that I'm doing for Junk Journal January, and it was crumpled. And this is just a crumpled up piece of paper, and I like how it looks. And that's as far as I got. So I still have the rest of this to work in and have fun with. Oh, this is the painting too, and this is the center, and I'm going to keep it like that, but I have the rest of this to have fun in. So having fun and just taking it easy, even though I did speed up the film because it seemed like it was a little boring for you to watch. Hopefully it's not too boring and you hung in till the end. Thanks for watching.